he went on, dressed up as me while on a P&O cruise.
Yeah, I mean, I've been an officer with P&O for, crikey, since 2012. So, yeah, no, we've seen it, and I've never met you actually in person, but obviously I know what ships you've been on, and I
Sorry,
think
I'm going to interrupt you, Charlie. I apologise. I do apologise. Carly, I'm not reading anything. It's all in here, Carly.
It's all what,
Carry
sorry?
on, Charlie. I apologise for interrupting.
No, not at all. No. No, I hear where you're coming from. And as I said, I didn't understand I think the first one was it the bathtub? Was it the...
So I'll explain where that comes from. If you go back in my videos...
No, well, I did eventually, because we were clueless. I was clueless.
Well, the whole joke was, when I got my new bathroom, I christened my bathtub the USS Ventura after Star Trek.
Right, okay.
The USS Enterprise, you know, the USS Voyager, the USS, the United Starship, Ventura. That was the whole joke.
Right, okay. Well, yeah, I mean, I was unaware. And then I watched, and then I put two and two together, and then I saw the bird that he was doing with the, but he's still on my Facebook, and
so when did you meet him?
Oh, when did we meet him? 2 years ago? No, just after COVID.
It might even be the same cruise I was on with him when we were still friends before TikTok.
But may I remind you that we were the only ones with his personal information.
Yep. Supposedly.
I better not say too much. Yeah.
So Charlie, what's the whole point of wanting to talk to me? Because
no, it was just I do feel for you. Are
you seeing him for who he really is?
What upset us the most was the way, I don't understand how Brad, I just didn't get that.
I don't know what Brad did, so I haven't watched any of the live you're talking about.
No. It was like Brad to us was a lost soul, and he was in need of some form of comforting, or some form of reassurance, or some form of parenting almost.
There's a 10-year age gap between the two of them. Brad's young enough to be my son.
Yeah. 37. So
else having the same opinions.
But I'm trying to be, how do you say it? How do you say it? Help me out.
Charlie, I'm going to say this to you, Charlie.
Diplomatic, that's it.
Yeah, well, I'm going to say this to you, Charlie. John talks about me so bloody much and has so many opinions about me and my life that I'm entitled to opinions about him and his life, and other people are entitled to opinions about him and his life. Yeah, because he has so many opinions on everybody else's life. It's about time he got back other people talking about him, because he talks about everybody else and trashing everybody else.
Well, if you're going to go there, from what we observed on the ship when we spoke to them over several nights, there was almost a control. It was John dictated what they did each day, each night.
He did that to me on a regular basis, and I thought it was friendship.
And Brad never got a say. He was almost a sheep, and he went.
Well, when I went on holiday with John, that was me. Last year when we went to Spain, we went to Barcelona.
I'm just going to mute myself.
Yeah, that's fine. You carry on, Charlie. I'll let you hear
No,
this.
but I can still hear you.
Yeah, that's fine. So last year when we went to Spain on holiday, I went to Barcelona with John. We were supposed to be in Barcelona for a whole day sightseeing. And I arranged to go to the Sangria Familia. I arranged the tickets for that. And we were going to go off and do all sorts of other sightseeing. We did the Sangria Familia. And then I would have spent more time in the Sangria Familia because I'd never been before and I wanted to really see it. I wanted to see the museum. I wanted to see all of it. But John and Brad were like, well, John mainly was like, right, come on, let's go. Once we'd done the guided tour, they were like, right, let's go, let's finish. They wanted to see the gift shop and leave. And I was like, okay, I'll go with them because that's what friends do. They stay together when they're on holiday and doing a day's sightseeing. We got outside the cathedral and then John was like, right, we're going back to the ship. They could have told me that while we were still inside so I could have seen the rest of it. But no, we were outside and I couldn't get back in once we were outside. Now, he could have told me that they were going to go back to the ship. It wasn't Brad told me that. It was John who told me that. Now, it was hot, yes, but the cathedral was lovely and cool. And they just went back to the ship, drinking and the retreat and stuff like that. By the way, the retreat, for the last few cruises I did with John and Brad, John wanted to do the retreat every time. I could barely afford to do it, but because I wanted to spend time with them, they were doing the retreat. So it was either do the retreat with them or not do it. And I'm like, okay, so I've got to do it. It wasn't a case of, do you want to do the retreat? It's, we're doing the retreat. And when you're on holiday with somebody, you don't tell them you're doing something, you normally discuss it. Nah, I was told. And that was more than once. And it was a case of take it or leave it. It wasn't a case of what do you want to do? It was never discussed. Now, at the time, I didn't see it. And I'm truthfully saying at the time, I did not see it as coercive control. Now I look back and there is a hell of a lot of coercive control there. A lot.
No.
And I can see it in so many other friends of mine.
No. It's not coercive. It's gaslighting.
Sorry, I apologise if I'm using the wrong words. He is incredible.
No, I don't mean it like that. But if you honestly look at gaslighting, and
I know what gaslighting is. I know what gaslighting is. Yeah.
From what you've described, that is,
Control and gaslighting.
Yeah.
But
so why not just do things on my own, Jeremy?
Gemma.
When you're on holiday with friends and you think they're there to be nice to you, not just be nice to you, but you're there to have fun with them and do stuff. You want to do stuff with your friends. Gemma, not Jeremy, sorry, Gemma. Apologies, I misread your name. Sorry. And by the way, Charlie, I'm just going to let you know this. John is guaranteed recording this right now. Hi, John. I know you're going to be watching. I know you're going to be playing for all this. So you know what, John? Yeah. I hope you watched the Fiddy live earlier on, John, because other people might be getting involved. Just to warn you, John. Yeah.
So there's probably going to be videos of me flipping people off too.
Yeah. I mean,
I'll be all over the UK
doesn't
tomorrow.
like you, John, and other people aren't going to like you. So you know what? You might want to leave me alone and let me get on with my life. Until Charlie came in, I haven't mentioned you at all. So, you know what? LK, we're not both obsessed with each other. He's obsessed with me. I just want to get on with my life.
Can I ask, what started it? What started the rife between you two? Because
okay,
I remember watching you two planning the trips and you had a live about the
Shall I tell you? Okay, Charlie, can I interrupt you and tell you?
Yeah.
So before we went on the cruise, in my private mod chat, there was a bit of a hoo-ha with a couple of my mods that was caused by John being really nasty to somebody. Okay? And he refused to apologise. I have all the receipts. Okay? Then you've got to remember John has been in the background controlling stuff for a long time at this point.
In what
went on
sense?
holiday.
In what sense controlling? I don't understand.
He's had his hand in my TikTok for more than a year.
Right, okay.
He's been, Peter, would you agree he's had a hand in a lot of decision making? He's pushed for things to be done a certain way, all that type of stuff, Peter?
He was the decision making.
Thank you. He literally,
I am here, but
behind the
I'm-
scenes, there was so much that John took control in. I haven't talked about this in this level of detail, but literally there were so many things, even when it came to the mods who I got rid of. John was the one who pushed for certain mods to be got rid of. John was the one who pushed for me to get rid of Anushka last Christmas. John, and so was somebody else, but John was very heavily pushing for me to get rid of Anushka last Christmas. John was very heavy for me to get rid of other mods as well. And Peter, would you agree with that statement? Sorry to ask you, but I want somebody else to clarify it.
Oh, absolutely. I just sat back and watched.
Yeah. So there's that lot going on. Then on top of that, when we went on holiday back in May, are you still there, Charlie?
Nick, it's because he was a narcissist.
No, I'm here.
You've got a dodgy signal.
Yeah, he's got a bad
Sorry, I lit
signal,
a cigarette, so I thought I'd
No,
get
that's
back
okay.
to
I'm
it.
just checking you can hear me. Tina, it may be my
No, I
account,
can.
Tina, but
I
I'm
can
trying
hear
to
you.
explain what's
No,
been
I
going
no,
on.
I can. I can hear you, but I lit a cigarette and I didn't know if I'd get into trouble for.
Okay, no, that's fine. Right, so let me carry on telling you, Charlie. So when...
No, and I'm listening. I've heard it all.
No, that's fine. I'll tell you. When we were on holiday, back in April, we were on Arvia for 2 weeks. Spain and the Mediterranean. Now, you'll know this more than anybody does. You know the Emerald Bar
Yeah.
on Arvia? I'm assuming you've been on Arvia.
No. I actually haven't. Actually, no.
Oh, okay. Well,
I've
you
not
know
been-
you know the layout, even if you haven't been on it.
I know. I
so
own it. That's all.
We had the drinks package, all three of us, and I was hands down drunk. You won't see me drunk very often, but I was hands down drunk.
Yeah.
And it was midnight, something like that. It was 11 p.m. to midnight. I don't know exactly what time it was. And
Tell me the Emerald Bar. I'm not. We don't have that on Iona. So
okay.
what?
Anyway, let me carry on. John was.
Is it a nightclub? What is it?
No, it's just a bar. It's a bit like
okay.
it's just a bar on deck 8, 9, something like that. I can't remember. In the atrium.
Okay.
It's one of the bars in the atrium.
Okay.
Mid level of the atrium. Anyway,
Yeah.
so John sat me down in one of the tables overlooking the big windows. And John sat me in that sat me there and started talking. And I said to him, John, I'm drunk. I'm not going to remember this. I can't talk about this. And he carried on talking. He talked at me for nearly 3 hours. And I talked as well, but I can't remember what I said. Especially when I was drunk, I can't remember. Anyway, Brad came looking for us eventually. And I was very uncomfortable that night, very uncomfortable. I felt like I was being told what to do. I felt like I was a naughty school child. And literally, I'm just pausing because I don't know if Charlie can hear me when his live's paused. Charlie, can you hear me?
Yeah, everything you said. Am I
Yeah, no,
allowed-
it says you're paused, so I don't know if you can hear me when it says
I
you're
am.
paused.
I'm here. Am I allowed to? Sorry, I'll put it out now anyway.
No, it's fine.
I was having a cigarette.
When it says paused.
I heard everything. You and he sat you
Right, so
down.
let me
and
carry
he sat
on.
you- yeah, he
Let's
sat you
carry
down.
on. When we were on that holiday, I started feeling very uncomfortable. he was starting to say to me things that I really was uncomfortable with. And as I was talking to a couple of people back home, including Pitter, and I was saying I'm uncomfortable. Pitter, do you remember that night, me phoning you and saying John's been talking at me and I'm really uncomfortable?
And what did I tell you?
I can't remember because I was drunk.
Exactly.
Literally, the girls, I phoned the girls and talked to them because this whole bloody mess starts.
Annette, can I ask, what's this whole Pitter thing?
Right, let me come to that. I'll tell you in a minute. Pitter
Okay,
is the lady above you in the box.
Yeah.
Her name is Rebecca. She's one of my mods. She's been a mod with me from almost day one on TikTok.
Okay.
She's American. She's a lovely lady, and we've become incredibly good friends.
Okay.
Okay, and that's who Pitter is. Can you see her in the box above you?
Yes, now I can. Yeah, yeah.
So that is Pitter, okay? She's a lovely person.
Okay.
And you're probably referring to the Pitter mutes thing.
Yeah, no, that just came up on my FYP.
Well, the thing is, because I ask her to mute people and she mutes them for me. It's as simple as that.
Right.
That's what mods are supposed to do. When you ask them to mute someone, they mute them. If you were my mod, I'd say,
I'm not having a go. I just wondered. I was just curious. I didn't understand it. Okay.
No, that's fine. Anyway, let me carry on.
Yeah.
When the whole thing started, because my birthday was a couple of weeks after we came back from this holiday. One of my friends was planning my birthday for me, and we started a girls group. Note it was a girls group. Because we wanted to talk about girl stuff. We also wanted to talk about my birthday because it was my birthday.
Yeah.
John sent me a message and then, well, I'm jumping ahead of myself, but one of the messages he sent me was, I'm really disappointed that I'm not being included in your birthday. Now, whose birthday was it?
Yours.
And what did I want to do? I wanted a girls' weekend.
Okay. Yeah, I get that. Yeah.
So why is John being upset about not being included in what I want to do for my birthday?
Okay.
Nothing to do with him, is it?
No. Well, but if you're close friends, then...
No, we're not. That's the whole blooming point. We never were close friends. He makes it out that we were closer than we ever actually were.
Okay, but like if because I'm gay, and as you probably guessed, I would probably
Be proud of who you are, Charlie.
I would probably be invited to a girl's. I don't
Not
know.
a girl's sleepover. Charlie, we're talking about a girl's sleepover birthday party where we were staying at a hotel and we were having hotel rooms and everything.
No. If it was a girl's drag brunch or something.
No. We were having a weekend in London. And it was a girls only weekend.
Right. Carry on.
Okay? So that's to paint the picture for you. It wasn't a one meal thing. John even said to me himself, I've got the message from him saying, oh, we'll do something separately for your birthday. But then he kicked off after saying that. I've got messages from John saying, I wish. I've got messages from John saying.
Right, Annette, you're gonna have to concise this story because my my lovely ADHD will only contain so much.
The thing is, Charlie, I'm also talking to the comments as well. I'm not.
Sorry, no.
I apologise. I'm trying to answer.
The only reason I came into the box was just to say hello and that.
Let me try and briefly finish the story for you then, as briefly as I can, okay, Charlie?
Yeah, because my mind...
Right, let me try as briefly as possible.
The final thing as well, your parents were on...
Okay, Charlie, let me finish the story as briefly as possible for you.
Yeah, your parents were on Saga, no?
Pardon?
Your parents were on Saga, is that right?
Who's bringing my parents into this?
No, I'm just wondering. Your parents.
Who is bringing my parents into this?
No, not in a bad way.
No, who has mentioned my parents? Has John talked about my parents?
But they were on Saga.
Has John talked about my parents?
No.
So how do
Whoa.
why are you
don't like-
talking about my parents then? My parents have nothing to do with this.
No, it was just crew funds. And look, the cruise industry is quite incestuous. And
Charlie, are you trying to stir up more trouble here? Was John actually live? I'm struggling to understand what's going on.
No. There's a lot of people who work for P&O, and then in the meantime they will go over to Saga, and
Yes, but nobody knows who my parents are.
No,
So why are you talking about my parents?
because you told us on I don't know, maybe even a year ago. I don't know when it was.
Yes, but who's bringing my parents into this current conversation? Nobody. Please don't mention my parents. Let me tell you about the story with John. That's all we're talking about.
Okay, sorry. That's the
Okay.
ADHD. That's the ADHD in me.
Right, stop talking about anybody else and let me tell you the end of the story. Okay?
Do you know what? I'm going to listen. I'll mute
Okay,
myself.
let me tell you the end of the story, please, because otherwise, yeah.
Yeah.
Do me a favour and... Right, okay. So, I'm just going to take a deep breath. Basically, when we were on holiday, John was saying things to me and telling me to do things and was treating me in a way that I didn't like. There were times when, before the holiday, we talked about playing games, we talked about card evenings, we weren't going to be in the casino every night, they were going to be really careful about how much money they spent in the casino, all that type of thing. We ended up being in the casino every single night the cruise ship was at sea. We were in the casino every single night. I actually did quite well on that casino trip, I call it casino trip, that cruise, but it felt like a casino trip because we were in the casino every blooming night. And yeah, I did do quite well on that cruise. John and Brad didn't do very well at all, but I did quite well. John has said it himself. He spent enough money on that cruise to pay for another cruise. He said that himself months ago. Actually, Beam, when you're on a holiday together, you normally stay with your friends. Normally. And if your friends are there for you, normally they'll do things with you. They don't just dump you in the middle of Barcelona, which is what they did. We're going back to the ship. You can come with us or you can do what you like. When we'd said we were going to go off and do lots of sightseeing and all sorts of stuff. And that wasn't the only time that happened. There's plenty of times when I said, let's do sightseeing, and all they wanted to do was sunbathe. And we talked before the cruise about how much we were going to do. Anyway, the whole falling out business really happened over a period of time. And the biggest kicker of all was my birthday weekend, which I didn't end up going on because I had COVID. But before that, we fell out. And basically what happened was we came back from the cruise and John literally said to me, and I've got the messages, all the messages I've read them out on my videos. If you go and watch those videos, that 10-part video, you can hear me read out all of the messages. I'm not going to do it now because I haven't got them to hand. But you can hear me read out all of those messages. And in those messages, John is spelling out what he wants me to do. What he wants me to do with my mod chat, what he wants me to tell people like Pitta to do, what he wants, what he thinks. And you know what? He's not going to have any control over me. And I said to him, John, I don't like how you're talking to me. I've got messages that I sent him that literally say, you know what? I just don't want to be your friend anymore. I'm sorry, but you've told me what to do too much. You're trying to rule everything for me. You're trying to run everything for me. You know what? Just go away and leave me alone. I didn't actually say that, but that is literally what it said. Do you understand what I mean? Just go away and leave me alone. I don't want to be your friend anymore. Because he'd set my Discord up, he removed me from my own Discord.
And that, I think I'm going to have to leave. I've only just read the messages, and I don't know how you can put yourself through this every day. I've only just read.
I don't want to put myself through this every day, Charlie.
No.
Want to
I've just seen the comments about me, and
I haven't seen any comments about you.
yeah,
Are you getting comments about you?
yeah, loads. And
Okay, I'm sorry, I'm not looking at the comments deliberately, Charlie. I apologise.
not at all. People forget that we work for 9 months on board, and we get 2 months off.
Charlie, what ship are you on at the moment? Or next contract?
No. I'm on my leave at the moment.
Okay, you don't want to talk. That's you don't want to say that.
No. I'm on leave at the moment, and I will join Arcadia in Southampton for the World Cruise.
I hope you have an amazing time on that.
I didn't realise all of these comments. Like Charlie needs. Yeah.
Am I not seeing them?
They're not very nice. How do you put up with this?
Basically, Charlie, I try and ignore it because I'm here trying to help people. You know what I talk about when I talk about the PCOS? You know that I talk about helping people and ME and all that type of thing. That is my big thing. And I really want to help people. Now, when I go on my cruise that I've got booked for next year, and I'll happily tell you about it, Charlie, but I'm not telling people where I'm going or when I'm going.
No.
Okay, but I will tell you if you want me to, but I'll tell you in privately.
Annette, drop me a private message.
Yeah. What I'm saying, Charlie, can I just clarify a couple of things with you before you go?
Yeah.
So you're telling me John was definitely on a public live on Facebook. And we're definitely saying it was definitely this evening on Facebook.
Yeah, but it wasn't. Initially, it was to do with
P&O.
And I'll be honest, because we have had some problems.
Yeah.
And I can't talk about that at the moment.
No. Charlie, I've got people in the chat saying it wasn't Facebook, it was TikTok. Can you clarify, was it TikTok or was it Facebook?
Oh, no, apologies. It was TikTok.
Right. So it wasn't Facebook, it was TikTok.
When I say alive, I mean, sorry.
Right. So that's what I'm asking, because you're saying Facebook and everybody else is saying TikTok.
No. On Facebook, and I had to agree with something he wrote on Facebook on the P&O page.
What did he write on the P&O page? Go on, just tell me. Otherwise, I will go looking for it.
No, I can't. If I told you, I would lose my job.
Was it something about me or was it something about P&O?
Oh, no, nothing about you. No.
Right, okay, that's what I'm trying to ascertain.
No.
Right, so in other words, I don't need to know what he wrote on Facebook.
Yeah, no, it's about
I'm asking, Charlie, you're bringing it up as if it's something about me. That's why I'm trying to clarify.
But then I didn't realise that I was friends with him. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And then I was like, hang on. And then I clicked on his profile, and it turns out that I was friends with Brad way before him and Jonathan. And I was like, then I need Brad from somewhere. But the gay town is a small town.
Yeah.
That's what
I understand that one.
We always say. And I put to, and I went,
fuck you in the comments. Sorry, Charlie, not you. Apologies.
No, it's fine. No, look, let them be. It's all right. Yeah. Drop me a message though when you're next cruising. And
so, Charlie, can I just clarify with you?
Yeah.
We've gone on about something I never came on TikTok tonight to talk about. So you came into the box, and it's all been about John, which I never wanted to talk about. What was your actual point of coming in the box and talking about it? Just so that I can understand. Because at the moment, I don't know what John said. So I need you to tell me, what did John talk about when he was talking about me? And I want you to be straight and honest with me. What was John saying?
Well, I think everybody's heard
Spell
one
it
side.
out, Charlie. No, don't hold back. Come on, spell it out. I need to hear it.
I hate your patron. Yeah, don't be patronising, but because I don't know. You have to. Look. There's two sides to every story.
Spell it out, Charlie. What was he saying about me? Don't fill it out. What was he saying about me? Spill it out. Spill it. Come on.
As a Carnival UK employee, I am not really allowed to. Well, I'm not.
Why have you come in the box talking to me about John and getting me to
Because
say
no.
when I'm asking you what John was talking about me?
I can talk about TikTok. I can talk about
Charlie, I'm not asking what John was talking about P&O. I said what was John saying about me?
just
What
like there's
was John
two.
saying about me?
I think there's two sides to every story.
So tell me what John was saying about me. You've started this whole conversation tonight, so what was John saying about me?
Okay.
Just spill it.
No, but I can't really just spill it.
You can, because
You either can say it or you can't. And if you can't say it, why the fuck are you in the box to begin with? This is
Okay.
getting fucking ridiculous. I'm losing patience, and that's hard to do. I have 4 kids. So either spit it out or fuck off.
and if
Okay.
you fuck off, I'm never going to talk to you again, Charlie, and I might even report you to P&O. Because if you're literally having a go at me like this, I don't know what's going on.
Yeah. Whoa. I'm not having a go at you at all.
Well,
whatsoever.
why are you coming in the box?
And hang on,
talking about
Annette,
Facebook, TikTok?
I do not agree. I do not agree with John dressing up and putting the power. And I don't agree with any of that. I don't agree with it. What I'm trying to say to you is that he's made it believe that there's two sides to every story, and I don't know.
There are two sides to every story.
Yeah.
He's not making anybody believe it. There are two sides to every story. His is complete lie, but he can have his side.
Okay,
I know that I've told the truth all the way along.
Are you manipulative?
No.
Okay.
I'd like somebody else to actually say I'm manipulative apart from John. And I don't mean one of John's cronies who he's twisted.
No, nobody's twisted me. Hey.
No, I don't mean you. I mean other people that John's twisted.
Okay.
Because John has twisted an awful lot of my followers to believe him.
Yeah.
John is a narcissist. I've said it. He is a downright narcissist.
Okay. Well, if John is recording this, I would be happy to agree with you.
Thank you.
And I agree with that in the sense that what I witnessed on board between him and Brad, my other half, who I won't mention, he has nothing to do with this.
And to all of those of you who are in the chat, guys, welcome. Hello. I know John's probably sent you over from my old Discord that he took over. Funny that. Yeah, my old Discord where lots of my followers were. And John took over my Discord that he set up for me. Oh, and apparently it's his Discord because he set it up. Yeah. I don't care about Discord. I haven't used it now for more than 6 months. But you know what, guys? He has manipulated so many of you. I know so much about John that I've never taken on TikTok. And by the way, I've never released any of his public personal information. If he's silly enough to put his own job on his Facebook profile and tell everybody his own surname, then that's not my responsibility. I haven't told anybody that information. And Pitter's obviously had enough of Charlie because she just removed him from the box.